By the time Susan Monarez was escorted off the CDC campus, staffers were already lining the gates. They weren't silent. They clapped. They hugged. They cheered. It wasn't a farewell. It was defiance. No one expected the director to fold. No one expected her to stay quiet. But even fewer expected the showdown that forced the White House to make its most dramatic move yet. This wasn't just about vaccines. This was about power. And for the first time in decades, the CDC wasn't speaking for science. It was taking orders. Wednesday morning, CDC Director Susan Monarez refused to fire her team without cause, refused to sign off on anti-science directives, refused to back down. Hours later, she was gone, fired, escorted off campus like a criminal. Her deputy chiefs, Deborah Horry, Demetre Daskalakis, Daniel Jernigan, walked out right behind her. 3 top officials, 3 resignations. The CDC's leadership collapsed in a single day. Former CDC acting director Richard Besser said Monarez gave him her line in the sand. She would never do anything illegal. She would never do anything against science. She was asked to do both. And when she said no, Kennedy said goodbye. Reporters pressed the White House. Spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt cut sharp. She wasn't aligned with the president's mission to make America healthy again. Within hours, Trump named Jim O'Neill interim director. Kennedy filled the advisory panels with anti-vaccine activists. Independence was gone. Kennedy told Fox News the next morning, "The agency is in trouble, and we need to fix it. Some people shouldn't be working there anymore." Translation: science isn't the priority. Obedience is. At CDC headquarters, the staff made their stand. Green shirts, green ribbons, a sea of defiance. As their leaders were escorted out, hundreds clapped, hugged, and refused to stay silent. Not just about jobs, about truth. Daskalakis summed it best. "I took an oath. First, do no harm. Harm is coming. I won't be a part of it." The firings hit harder because of timing. Just weeks ago, a gunman had riddled CDC offices with bullets. A police officer died, and now, in the very shadow of that violence, public health itself was under fire. Staffers said the symbolism was impossible to ignore, science was bleeding, and politics was pulling the trigger. Since January, Trump has dismantled independent agencies one by one: election oversight, the Federal Reserve, the Transportation Board, and now America's health. Monarez wasn't the first to go, but her refusal set the precedent. A director who said no to Trump and Kennedy didn't last the day. Under Kennedy's leadership, vaccine policies are rewritten. Pregnant women, guidance dropped. Children with health risks, protections narrowed. Experts warned of harm. Monarez called it unscientific. Kennedy called it progress. And the question now, who decides America's health? Doctors or politicians? By Thursday evening, the gates of the CDC were still lined with staff in green, not cheering for victory, cheering for survival, because Susan Monarez didn't just get fired, she became a symbol, the director who said no. And in today's America, saying no to Trump and Kennedy comes with a price. But her refusal left one message echoing across the gates, the halls, and the headlines. The CDC has fallen, science has been silenced, and the war over truth has just begun.